Hello, people. Welcome to my video. I'm Kristen Iris Johnson, a film producer, writer, and coach who works with Black creatives to cultivate liberation so that you can make an impact with your creative work. And today I'm on my mat again, and I am sharing with you an abdominal exercise, so a core exercise. That is going to help boost your creativity. You're probably like, how the fuck does that help boost my creativity? Well, here's how. First of all, core work is tied to this area, as you can see, this abdominal area of the body, but this area energetically, your second chakra, and your third chakra are energy centers in the body, and your second chakra is specifically related to like creative energy. All right, so that's down by your navel, and then your third chakra, which is by your soul, which is at your solar plexus, is connected to like your willpower, like your will. And both of these combined, I think, are really powerful areas for us as creatives to kind of get energized, because our creative work, one, hello, creative area, creative energy, but also the will to continue doing it, to stay disciplined, to stay focused, and to really move forward with what you want. Now, if that's a little bit too woo woo for you, that's okay. Physiologically, when you are activating your core and energizing your core, it is energizing. And so as you get that energy moving, you can then use it, instead of feeling like, oh, I feel so tired, or I feel so dull, or I can't think straight. These movements, or this exercise actually heats you up, it gives you energy, and then you can actually step into your creative work a little bit more. So the other thing is, if you are someone who does a lot of work sitting or at a desk, like I do, then this can actually be a way of help giving your body support. It can help keep you from, for example, like slouching. Like I do a lot of slouching, so I actually really like to get my core engaged so that I can support myself. That slouching, what that does physiologically is it actually cuts off. It doesn't, it's not optimal for your nervous system. I will say it's not optimal for your nervous system and for your circulation, for your respiration. And so it actually cuts off your breath a bit. And when you're cutting off your breath, you're actually getting like less oxygen. You're not able to think as clearly. And so having a strong core and a stable core helps to support you so that your systems and your blood flow, your breath can move through your body in a way that will actually allow you to think more clearly and to have more energy so that you can do your creative work, right? So we got the like woo woo energy part of it, and then we have the physiological part of it, and all of that coming together, whichever one speaks to you. And also, core work is just healthy for you. It is a good way of stabilizing and supporting your body. So what we're gonna do is an exercise, or a little exercise called frog lifting through, which also helps to open up the hips. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I am all about like pleasure and energy, and that this area of the body, your genitals, is very much connected to creative energy, because that is literally where we create life. So by opening and activating this area and breathing into this area, you are actually opening up yourself to more of your creative energy and your creative potential. So frog lifting through is a great exercise both in core, and also helps to get more of that hip opening and activation of the energy in that area, which you can then use for whatever it is that you are creating. So there are two ways to do this, and it just kind of depends on what level you're at. So there's the, I guess, regular way, and then there's the way where you can have a little bit more support, and that is by putting your feet against the wall. So first things first, you come down to your back. Now, this is where you can start with it. Knees over your hips, low back pressing flat on the mat, feet flex, and you can draw your knees open. Now, if this feels too intense for you, totally understand. What you'll want to do is turn. Well, I'm going to turn. Is you'll want to set your feet against the wall. So again, knees over your hips, knees drawing wide, ankles are the same height as your knees, and then just press your feet in the wall. That'll give you a little bit more support. All right, so you have one of those two options. Now I will demonstrate it this way so that you can see it a little bit easier. All right, so again, knees over hips, back is flat, knees are drawing open, feet are flexed, and your ankles are the same height as your knees. Interlace your hands, bring them behind your head, point your elbows up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in, float your head and shoulders up off the mat. You're not pulling with your hands on your head. You're just floating them up off the mat, feeling your abdominals engage. As you exhale, give a little curl of your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Draw your knees open a little bit more and then pull low belly down. You're using your low abdominals to draw your pelvic bone or your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Inhale, lay your tailbone down, head and shoulders lift a little bit more. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Draw your knees open a little more. Feel that inner leg line stretch. Pull low belly down. Inhale, fill up with the breath. Float head and shoulders up. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Draw your knees a little bit more open. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lay your tailbone down, head and shoulders stay lifted. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Draw your knees open a little bit more. Pull low belly down. If your feet are against the wall, you're pressing them into the wall to give you that support. Now you can keep doing however many rounds you want. That was about 4. When you are done with the rounds that feel good for you, inhale, lay head and shoulders down. Take your hands to the outsides of your thighs and actually help your legs together. So if your feet are against the wall, you can kind of just rest them there. If your feet were not against the wall, setting your feet on the floor. You can even take your hands, the heels of your hands up towards your hips and just give a gentle traction. It'll lengthen your back, keep your breath moving so you're feeling up with it. And that's it. Frog lifting through, really easy, right? So again, this is a good, abdominals is good for giving you that stability, giving you that support. And that is an exercise that doesn't have like a lot of moving parts. It's not like you're, crisscrossing or things like that. It's very subtle movements, but it allows you to feel more intricate movements in your body. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Give it a try. Do this maybe before you do your next, whenever you're doing your next round of creative work, and just see what it does for you. It gives you a little energy, gives you a little bit of heat, makes you feel a little bit more stable, because when you feel stable in your body, honestly, it helps you feel more stable mentally and more like, okay, I can do this. So it is a way of helping to calm anxiety, calm stress, giving you that stability, and then setting you to feel like empowered in the work that you're doing. So hopefully this is helpful for you. If you have not joined the Melanated Rising House, which is our dope ass community for Black creatives who want to make an impact, please come on in and join. You can go to melanatedrising.mn.co. It is free to join, and we have more goodies like this in there, conversation and more connections that you can make with other brilliant Black creatives. I'll catch you in the next video.